Hi everybody, this is the Football Hut, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the People's Champion, your host, Hut. Welcome back to the Football Hut. Hope you like this video and subscribe as we get closer to the NFL season, which starts on September 10th. And we're going to have the last preseason game on Saturday against the New York Jets. So here we go. 7 Giants you have to look to watch for this week. And there are guys that are on the bubble, guys that might not be on the bubble. Well, we're going to find out. New York Giants close out their 2023 preseason schedule this Saturday night against the New York Jets at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey, with roster spots and some starting roles still at stake. Now, I would mention all these players are in the shadow, of the biggest, probably the biggest personality in this town right now, and that's Aaron Rodgers, the new quarterback of the Jets, who's going to play against the Giants. God, I don't care who wins the game. It doesn't matter who wins or loses this game. For the Jets' sake, I hope he comes out healthy. Because if he's hurt and misses the season, all we're going to hear is the whining, complaining, and total nonsense from the Jet fans. First up on this list of players, quarterback Tommy DeVito. If the Giants carry 3 quarterbacks, Tommy DeVito makes the roster. If they decide to go with 2, he'll be waived and signed back to the practice squad. This will happen no matter how well Paulie plays in this game. The only issue here is the prospect of losing him to another team if he gets cut. But that means another team would probably have to add him to their 53-man roster, which is unlikely. Either way, he's fun to watch and will be up against a tough Jets defensive front. That Jets defense is good. You know, the thing about Tommy DeVito, he's got a lot of fans. And if you're a fan of Tommy and you want to sub to this channel, because I will follow his journey as long as he's with the Giants, I think he's probably going to make either, at the worst, the practice squad. Next up, wide receiver Bryce Ford-Wheaton. Bryce Ford-Wheaton has been ramping things up the past few weeks and is making a strong case for a roster spot. The Giants can really afford to cut him because they run a real risk of losing him to another team. That aside, he can make that decision an easy one for the coaches for logging in a solid game. The first game he played was not very good. But he's considered the most talented of all the undrafted free agents that any team has signed. So, offensive lineman Joshua Ezenudu. Where's he going to go? This is Joshua Ezenudu's last chance to make a case for the starting left guard spot. He'll have to outplay Ben Brendelson, but will one game's performance leapfrog him into the starting lineup? That is the question. The Giants are still unsure about the position as they even flipped right guard Mark Glowinski over there for a few reps this week in practice. Defensive back Darnay Holmes. Holmes has gone from slot corner starter to roster bubble this summer and now has to deal with the arrival of Isaiah Simmons, who the Giants might fling into the nickelback fray. The former UCLA star is in a real battle to stick on the 53-man roster with the influx of rookies and free agents the Giants added this offseason. Running back James Robinson. Yes, Robinson is still here, and yes, he's healthy. The Giants, unfortunately, have a logjam at running back right now of Saquon Barkley, Matt Breida, Gary Brightwell, and rookie Eric Gray in front of Robinson on the depth chart. Then you have just Sean Corbin in the mix as well. The odds are Robinson gets cut, but a solid showing this week might change some minds. He could get traded. I mean, that's a possibility. You know, some of these guys could get traded. Defensive lineman and rookie Jordan Riley. Jordan Riley, a 25-year-old 7th-round pick out of Oregon, has been one of the many pleasant surprises at Giants camp this summer. He looks like a polished veteran out there and has actually earned more playing time, which will alleviate the load placed on the actual veterans on the depth chart in front of him. It'll be interesting this week to see if Riley continues his strong play against the Jets. I mean, the Giants did an awesome job with their draft in April, to where pretty much every player will be on this roster. Aside from Riley's on the bubble only because of the numbers, but in terms of everyone else, every other player that they drafted is going to be on this team. Linebacker O'Shane Ximines. Now, he might be the guy that could be gone with all these guys. O'Shane Ximines was signed back after testing the free agent waters this spring, mainly because he knows Wink Martindale's defensive scheme. But that may not be enough now that Sims is on the roster. Giants may simply decide to deploy Simmons at linebacker, which means someone has to go. And Simmons, prior to them making this trade with the Cardinals for Simmons, he was already on the bubble. So he might be not only on the bubble, but he might have one foot out the door. So we'll see. We will see trades next week, I would think, for draft picks or maybe just guys being switched around. Maybe there's a need the Giants have somewhere else and some other team needs help in another area. And maybe he'll get... I think some of these guys might get moved to other teams or just get cut outright. But the thing with Tommy DeVito is the most interesting, as well as Jordan Riley. To me, those are the two highlights of these 7 players. You let me know what you think about that in the comments section. And, of course, please subscribe to the Football Hut. Thank you for watching. Have a good day, and I'll see you later.